Benvenuti, buongiorno, buon pomeriggio, questa è... Lo posso dire, questa è Nindie Night, o meglio, è ciò che rimane di Nindie Night. Nindie Night era un programma, un parolone. Nindie Night era una stronzata che io facevo su Facebook più o meno una volta a settimana. Tutte le settimane presentavo una serie di giochi indie per Nintendo Switch, almeno il 90-99% erano per Nintendo Switch. Li presentavo, li giocavo 10 minuti, mezz'ora, raccontavo un po' quello che stavo vivendo giocandoli e le persone da casa commentavano, li guardavano ed era tutto molto divertente, soprattutto perché i giochi che presentavo erano tutti giochi de merda, quindi la cosa era spacchiamo sti giochi del cazzo tutta la serata. Oggi invece, a differenza di tanto tempo fa, sto presentando un gioco piuttosto valido, si chiama One True Hero, occupa 3 giga e mezzo e sinceramente io, dopo avergli dedicato 3 giga e mezzo della mia esistenza, mi aspetto un gioco valido. Il gioco è il publisher è No Gravity Games e Ratcliffe Games. Va bene, mi è già tirato scemo e ho fatto un click da quando ho cominciato a giocare. Il titolo si chiama One True Hero, che in italiano vuol dire un vero eroe. Vi anticipo già che costa 15 euro, esattamente come un pompino pestrato dalle strappone straniere, le autoctone costano di più, ma se l'acquistate ora ci avete un 20% di sconto. One True Hero is a 3D adventure filled with many platform elements, a good chunk of fights and a few puzzles. The plot is easy. You're going to impersonate the hero wannabe that will defeat some evil things to save some good things. A magical sword is also included in the pack. That's all you know at the start, and it seems enough for me. I also noticed that many I'd say, reference to Zelda games. Quite a cliché for green-dressed heroes.
Light. The creature greeted the boy, and then spoke.
During the tutorial, you'll discover how bad movements are, how much your hero slides when changing direction, and how fast it moves while sprinting. These are all key elements that will fuel your blasphemy when failing a jump. Well, I can't say that moving your character is that bad, but just as an hypothesis, if it happens that day that any of your children starts moving like this, well, you'd be friggin' scared and straight look for some kind of specialist to treat him. Oh, Prince of Persia forse. Climbing controls are so good that during the tutorial I thought, ew, I hope I don't have to climb again in this game ever. And then I find out that climbing is like 80% of the game and happens every couple of steps. Vabbè, l'ho fatto ma non è stato né bello né comodo. Spero ci sia poco da arrampicarsi che è un dito in culo. Do you remember Mario 64? I well do. Mario 64 was and still is one of the best 3D platformers ever created. Do you know how much time they spent programming Mario's moves? I well do. A whole team of developers spent a whole year on Mario's moves, and they spent the leftovers to create levels and such. Movements are crucial for a platform. If movement sucks, or are rusty or just not solid, then the platform will be a source of frustration instead of entertainment. One True Hero looks like a Kaizo 3D adventure for those who don't like Kaizo. Resisting frustration is a must-have skill when trying to beat One True Hero. Anyway, when you get used to movement and controls and bugs happening on screen, platform section will still result pretty hard since the start. But after many tries and porco dio, eventually you'll succeed and have a huge rewarding feeling. Proceeding through levels, the One True Hero has to find some kind of crystals, comfortably scattered in a linear way through the level, and some teleports. Teleports will take you to a mystical land where you'll be able to spend your crystals to take on some platform challenges. Here comes the first flaw of the game. There is no map and no way to track your crystals. You don't know how many crystals are in a level and thus you won't notice if you missed any. And if you skipped one, Sooner or later you'll have to travel back and get it. Ew. Good luck finding it. The graphic is sufficient and clean. Every element is well shown and there isn't much confusion on screen. But I doubt you spend much time admiring the landscapes. Some artistic choice could be different. I really disliked the very first frames of the game due to an extreme abundance of green. Sort of 50 shades of green I call it. But after a while you'll get to buildings and such, and eventually fixing the palette. The menu looks horrible, it has no style and seems like the alpha version of itself. I doubt that a complete restyle of the menu would take much time. Also, I'd consider to use some brownish or red tone to balance the green tones in the game. The facial expressions shown during the cutscenes are outstanding. Dialogues and text are funny and they do fit the characters. I have a positive consideration about the cutscenes and they do serve as an incentive to proceed through the story. Cutscenes are in fact the best part of the game. Characters use a wide array of expressions that perfectly fit the situation, and their gags and short sketches will easily stamp a smile on your face. About animation and facial expression, I do know many AAA productions that should just shut the fucking out and take lessons from one true hero. Hey Pokemon, you know I'm talking about you, right? Bad Pokemon, bad animation. The sounds are on par, they do their job and also help creating a bit of fantasy atmosphere. There are too many sections without noticeable music, but when the tracks kick in, they are quite above the average. There isn't much selection of tracks, but the ones included are pretty good and could easily fit any big adventure you've already played. There's a bit of already heard feeling in the melodies and they will all sound already familiar at first hearing. That's something I consider it as a pro, since it surely contributed to making me feel comfortable and kinda at home. Puzzles have two different solutions. You can go for a correct solution or you can explore the dumb physics to skip entire portions of the game. So, I got bugged in this room. I am actually somewhere below the floor. While I didn't get any soft lock yet, the risk of getting a soft lock seems very high. There are also bugs. The game is so faulty that has a whole section in the menu to reload the previous checkpoint, in case you get stuck. But that option is bugged as well. One True Hero is, in my opinion, a perfect show of hire and fire. There are some elements that will keep you glued to the game and some that will push you away. Controls and movements, fire. Cutscene and facial animation, higher. Graphics, fire. Text, higher. Audio, higher, with reserve. One True Hero is now out for about €12 and will cost you about 15 if you bought it at full price. While the game might not be part of your collection of masterpieces, it is surely an enjoyable product that will entertain you for many hours. Like and subscribe.